All right. Let's see. We're going to check. We should be going live right now. Welcome to the Monday Kickoff. I am just confirming that we are actually live right now before we continue to uh, do this thing. All right, we are. Awesome. All right, so we're live right now for the Monday Kickoff. If you guys have any commentary or anything like that, feel free to drop those comments on YouTube. We are streaming this to 2 YouTube channels right now. So super excited to see everybody. I got Rosie here with me today. If you guys can't tell or have never heard my voice before, I am super sick right now. I started coming down with a cold late last night, and I woke up this morning with the man, I don't know, like everything hurts, Rosie. Everything hurts.
That sounds bad. It sounds like the summer flu. I hope you definitely rest up the rest of the day. I've been throwing up all weekend. I had food poisoning. So
Oh man.
I myself have had a doozy of a weekend, and I know mine is going to go away, though. You got to get better and rest.
All right, guys, listen. you're getting your Monday kickoff call by 2 people who are under the
Real.
weather.
Yeah.
So hey, thanks for being here with me, because if I had to do 15 minutes of this by myself, we would have finished in 2 minutes, guys. I'm being honest, man. All right, so listen. Today I woke up with the word energy on my mind, and I think more so because of how I felt this morning. Right, like I felt like I just did not want to get out of bed, which, by the way, is 100% okay if you feel the way that I feel today, right? But a lot of times there are folks that wake up on Monday morning and they're 100% healthy and they don't want to get out of bed. And I had some conversations over the weekend. We went out to Cape Coral. We hung out with some family for a birthday, and we were having some conversations about the gym. There were a couple guys there that work out pretty religiously, and we were laughing about the battle and the thought process that goes through your mind. Like I think people who are trying to get into the gym, they look at people that go to the gym every day and go, man, those guys love that shit, right? Like they wake up in the morning ready to go, right? And listen, surprise 95% of us that work out on a consistent basis battle ourselves in bed before we get up, right? And so it's about having the I just started thinking about the word energy, and I started doing some research before we got on here. And I said, one of the statements that came up that says, have you ever noticed how someone can light up a room the moment they walk in? Right. And it's interesting when you think about that, because I've always thought of that as confidence, right? Like anytime I ever talked about walking into the room and lighting up the room, I always thought about the level of confidence that a person must have when they walk into a room, and people they notice them, whether they know them or not. They notice them, and I started thinking to myself, that is energy, right? Because the minute that person walks into the room, if it's you and you have that level of confidence and you emit this crazy energy where you come in and you just light up the entire room, that's a real strong positive energy that one has. And that energy is something I feel like you got to work on all day. And cultivating energy needs to come from mindset, needs to come with health and wealth. It needs to come with a morning routine. It needs to come with breaks and downtime. And this is stuff, like I just researched some of this stuff because I was like, I want to talk about energy, but I want to make it valuable to everybody, something that they can walk away with this Monday morning and just really take it to the next level, and like show the excitement of doing this every single day, right? And I think, Rosie, you and I talk often about mindset. We talk about health. We talk about fitness. We talk about well-being. Like it's not just physical, it's mental as well. We talk
100%.
about having a morning routine, like things that we do in the morning to get us right, and then the money making activities that we put forward in the morning to get things going for our businesses, right? And then breaks and downtime, which is something for entrepreneurs to really like. It's very difficult for them to absorb sometimes.
Yeah, I think it's incredible that you touch on this today, especially based on how we're feeling, because it took a lot of energy from me today to show up to make myself accountable and to put myself in all the uncomfortable positions I don't want to be in today. But these are things that drive my business forward. And if I'm not there with my foot on the pedal today, who's driving this car? No one's
Right.
driving this car. And it's
Right.
going to just go stay still or implode. And I've got closings today. I've got deals I'm hearing back from on contracts I've got out today. I don't really have the time to be low energy. And let me tell you, like, I didn't have the willpower, I didn't have the strength to even be in that mindset. And all of this is a mindset game. And if you don't have your mind right and you don't prioritize yourself and your business, this whole thing will just go right in your
Yeah.
face.
And so I wrote this out, like based on what you're saying right now. I wrote encouraging positive mindset, starting your day with winning mindset, reminding yourself of your goals and visualizing your success.
Yeah.
Right. Because we're like, okay, so what actually gets you out in the, gets you up in the morning? What is it really? For me, it's, remembering what it was like to be overweight, right? Or, and unhealthy, now more so remembering what it was like to feel like I was having a heart attack, right? Those kinds of things, like, for me, it's a little bit different. What I wrote down was remind yourself of your goals and visualize your success. Sometimes I like to think about the things that have happened to me that I'm not happy with, so that I go, whoa, I can't go, I'm not going back there again. Right. That's not happening again. Remembering time when I was broke, right? Like, as successful of a career that I've had, it's had its ups and downs. And there were times where we, like, looked at the rent or looked at the mortgage or looked at the car payment. We're like, I don't know if that's going to happen this month, And so you look at those moments and you think to yourself, if I don't find the energy to get up and get pumped and get out there, I'm screwing myself. Like, and by the way, you and I, we hold accountability for family as well. So this is for all the family people out there, right? Like, if you don't get up, you're not just hurting yourself. You're not just failing yourself. You're creating a huge hiccup for the people around you. And the worst part is that they go, we don't tell them, right, Rosie? Like, if you can't, if you're having a hard time paying a bill, you don't go to your kids and say, hey, we're having a hard time paying a bill, so things are gonna be rough around here for a little bit. No, you try to lighten it up, but they still get affected because you're in a mood and your energy is different.
Yep. And that energy that you were saying about walking into the room, I've realized that the confidence comes from your mindset. Yes, it is confidence when you walk into a room, and are able to command that room. And like you say, or you light up a room, that is energy. That is truly the essence of who that person is. If someone walks in all slumped over and whatnot, they don't have energy. They don't have confidence in themselves. They don't have their mind set on an ultimate goal that they need that energy and that realization to truly perform and to get to the end of. That's someone who doesn't have any focus, doesn't know what they're doing, doesn't have a reason to wake up the next morning. I now am the opposite. I used to, and as successful as I used to be, and in an extremely successful industry. I was in the wedding world for 12 years, and I dealt with everyone's happiest days, and eventually that sucked the life out of me. Giving everyone 1,000% on their happiest day and being the fairy godmother of every wedding, I was nice and all, but sucked the life out of me. And I'm so happy to have found my own energy again and to be able to put that now towards my goals, and to be here with you at 8:30 in the morning when I've been throwing up all night.
Right. And I've had people, I tell them, hey, you should come to this 8:30 thing. They're like, Dave, like, honestly, I have a really hard time being ready by that time. And I'm going, hey, listen, you need to call me. We need to talk about that. Right. Because 8:30 is fucking pretty late already. Like, excuse me, but
yeah. Now I realize that.
And feeling the way that I feel right now, I got no business being out of bed, but I have a commitment, right? So for all of you guys watching this, you received an email, you received a text message last night, you received a text message this morning saying that this was happening. What kind of thought would I go through, or I would have the most tremendous anxiety for not being accountable for what I committed to you guys, right? What's up, Laurie? So Laurie says, take every thought captive. This is my new meditation in the morning. No matter how bad things are always good to be great to be grateful for, which is great. This is another thing that we talk about, part of the morning routine. So let's get into this, right? Because it's mindset, health and wealth, morning routine, breaks and downtime. So with morning routine, one of the biggest things that we do is we express gratitude, right? So Rosie, I'll ask you, what's one of the greatest things you're most grateful for right now?
Do I get to make you cry again? No. I'm just so grateful for like this. This is the most prevalent thing right now. It's right in front of my face. I'm really grateful for it. I'm grateful for you, your coaching, our community. I'm grateful for giving me the mindset to, allowing me to train myself to adapt this mindset and be this new person, because it's a greater version of me. And I'm so thankful for it.
That's
thankful
awesome.
for us and our business, and thankful for the people that we get to lead and we get to also you pour this onto, right? My cup floweth over most times. By Wednesday, I'm just like, ugh,
Yeah.
and I just want everyone to experience what I'm experiencing. And so I'm super grateful for that.
That's awesome. I'm going to say that I'm grateful for my health because, I could be worse, right? Like, listen, I spent Friday, I had 2 appointments at the VA hospital. And when you walk around a veteran hospital, you walk around, you see it all. You see, people, burn victims, you see people missing legs, people missing arms, homeless people with really bad PTSD, Vietnam veterans that haven't left Vietnam in their minds yet. Like, you see it all. And I'm so grateful for my health, as sick as I am this morning. I'm so grateful for my health,
Your mental stability.
My mental stability, and so much more, much more. I've got 10 toes and 10 fingers, baby. Like, this is, you got to wake up on that super positive note, right? Yep. And know that when I put my feet on the ground in the morning, that's because God said it was okay to do that. And I'm cool with that. And I'll roll with that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So some practical tips for staying energized throughout the day, staying hydrated. So what you intake is very important. So drinking a lot of water is very important. Prioritizing tasks. So if you want to have good energy, you have to accomplish the things that are most important in your business and in your life. And so prioritizing your tasks so that the most important things happen first is critical to having a positive energy level. Because if you don't prioritize accordingly, you're going to do shit at the wrong time. And then the end of the day is going to come and you didn't finish the most important stuff. And then you can find yourself in front of your computer until 2:00 in the morning. Surround yourself by the right people, having a positive environment, create an energizing workspace, create an energizing home space. And I always, my notes actually say energizing workspace, but you also got to work on your home space. It's got to have good energy. It's got to have good vibes. You got to be with the right person. I'm not encouraging divorce, so don't ever take that from me, right? But if you're with somebody who's not encouraging you to be a better version of yourself, you might not be with the right person. However, I would highly recommend, this is like my little, asterisk under the paragraph, right? Like, seek therapy, bro. Some people can change, people just need to hear what they need to do sometimes. Engage with your peers. Like right now, Rosie and I are engaging with whoever's listening to this. And that's a huge balance. It's a huge excitement for what we're building, what we're doing, engaging with other peers, congratulating them on their success, sharing stories, sharing experiences. All of that stuff is so critical to having a positive energy mindset. It helps you just stay motivated, which motivation is temporary, but a good positive energy level could be all day, right? And so that'll help you stay motivated and challenged. So I'm gonna give a call to action real quick. I challenge you to take action, right? I challenge each of you to bring more energy to your workday starting today. Like today, if you're listening to this and you're still laying in bed, get the fuck up, right? Like if you're listening to this and you're in the car and you're bussing kids around and you're doing all kinds of stuff, cool, that's exciting. You have this privilege to do so. Oftentimes we look at this, we're like, oh, I got to take the kids to, like, my wife is at volleyball right now, like they got tryouts today. So, I got to take the kids to tryouts, and that statement doesn't come from not wanting to. That statement comes from just being tired and, having so much to do. But think about the positives that go into that. The kids are in volleyball. They're healthy and athletic. She has a car to take them in. Like, it gets better and better every time, right?
It's a nice car.
Yeah. So Elsie says this motivates me every morning. Thank you, Elsie. Reminds me to keep pushing forward no matter how hard things are. David is like the little angel on my shoulder. LOL. Elsie, I love you.
Absolutely.
I love you. There's Jen A goes, I'm grateful for hormone therapy. Listen, me too. I'm on TRT. Like I do testosterone replacement. Guys, I'm 48 years old, man. You know what I mean? Like if I didn't do TRT, I'd have the energy level of a 48-year-old or probably more, considering that I spent so much time in the Marine Corps and my body's a little more torn up than most people at my age, And so the suffering might be a little bit different, All right, Rosie, you want to say anything to close us out today on the energy level?
Yes. Yeah. If you're in bed, get up, be with us, go through the hard struggle and the fight, even if you don't want to. I guarantee you, like after an hour, you'll be like, why was I in bed? Just get moving. And like that helps me with the motivation on days where I find it too hard or I'm not feeling physically well. That gets my mind right. Just get up and go through the motions and your body will kick in. It's like a bicycle.
I love it, man. You're right. It's I call it, remember the Tin Man?
Mm-hmm.
Like he couldn't move, and then eventually you had to like squeak some oil on him, and homeboy could run and do all kinds of stuff. That's what it is in the morning for me. I don't know how you guys feel, but in the morning when I wake up, I'm like I got to take like 10 steps before I can actually get a full rotation going on, and that's fine. Dude, it is what it is, man. And I just got to keep going. I keep, take care of my body, keep taking care of my mind, keep taking care of my family, keep taking care of my coworkers, my business, my team, my colleagues, and it seems like a lot, but the best of the best leaders in the world bring the most strongest energy, and they make you feel like you're a part of something bigger. And so if you could make somebody for the rest of this week feel like they're a part of something bigger when they're around you, that this is not a try thing. This is just a do thing, right? This is just a do thing. Lori says, I'm grateful that 61 is the new 41. I love it. I love it, Lori. We got to move. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Every Monday, we do this at 8:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. If you want to sign up and get notifications for this, it's very simple. All you have to do is register at freedommondaykickoff.com. Just go to freedommondaykickoff.com and register there, and you will get a text and email reminder that this is going on. And as you can tell, even if I'm dying with a flu or whatever the hell it is that I have, I will be here with tears in my eyes. I'm like, my eyes are sore, teary. My body is sore. I can't even speak right. And I'm here. I'm bringing the energy. So you have zero excuse not to have energy today, starting today, and for the rest of the week. We'll see you guys soon.
Make it a good one, guys.